Alright, so the Manga Booster Set card list has been officially released, so we can look through all of the cards. There are 176 cards to collect, and half of them we're going to just skim through them because they are reprints, and then like 40 or so are just energy markers. So it shouldn't be that long than a typical card list review that we usually do. So let's jump into it. We've gone through the leaders, but we'll go through them again so we have reference to what some of the new battle cards and extra cards do. First of all, we start off with red, which is Cell here. He's a standard front side, flips at 4, draw 1. And then once awakened, here is his art. I think the alt arts are just going to be the gold background. It's like nothing too special. Honestly, I like the silver background better. We'll see if depending on when we actually open it IRL. When attacking, if a battle card with Android and special traits is removed from your battle area by a skill during this turn, you draw 1 card, then this card gets 20,000 power for the battle. It's a 40,000 power leader. We know how strong that is. We've seen Vegito being played, and yeah, it's very good. And he still draws, and he still flips, so technically could be classified better as Vegito. Especially now that Pilaf's gone. What sucks about the alt art is that the front side is exactly the same. Yeah, and it's just the gold background, so we won't go through this for the other leaders. We got this 2-drop Android 16, which is an activate main. Place this card in the battle area into the drop, and if your leader is an Android-only card, play 1 Android 17 or Android 18 with a cost of 2 or less from the drop in rest mode. You can play the cantrip or some other Android 18 that we already have, or an Android 17 that we're going to be seeing in a little bit. The Android 16 does have an ult here, which looks great. I like, that's an iconic art right there. And then we have our first 2-cost Android 17. Unplay, discard 1 battle card with Android in its special traits. If your leader is an Android-only card, draw 2 cards. So you plus 1. Well, it's the same. It's because you play this card out. But yeah, 10k power combo though, which is pretty cool. But I don't think all that too important. Then he has an alt art as well, which looks very cartoony. Reminds me of, like, was it Dragon Quest? Then we have Android 18, which is a 0 combo 5k power. It's an SR here. And if your leader is an Android-only card, look at 3 cards at the top of the deck. Reveal 1 card with a cost of 5 or less and Android in special traits, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom. And then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it gets minus 5,000 power for the turn. So it's like a cantrip, but with no combo power, but it also negs 5 on the opponent's board, which is actually a very strong card. And then it can be a future target for getting something KO'd, so that your cell is actually a 40,000. So it's actually not too bad of a card, actually, in all seriousness. It's just, I mean, even in Android 18, you can buff it up and swing 25, knowing that they have to swing at it eventually. We got an Android 18, which is a 2-cost 5k power combo, 20k power, and it's a blocker, and it is a self-awakener. Pretty nice card. Not as good as Caulifla, but for an Android-specific only deck, it's nice enough. On play, Android 19 card, 3-cost 20,000 power, 10k combo. If your leader is an Android-only card, choose 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it gets minus 15,000 power for the turn. So it's like Fua. It costs an extra bit, but it can actually, you know, be an actual battle card and swing, and still has the 10k combo stuff. Don't know if this will be played too much, though, because for 3 costs, you can play Android 16, that next 20k. I know it kills itself, but works well with the Android leader, and then you also draw 1 card as well, which is really good. Then we have Android 1920. If your leader's awakened, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 1 and Android in special traits from your hand. Obviously, the cantrips are your best targets at this current moment. Then we got Android 20, 1 cost 5k power, 10k combo. If your leader's awakened, choose your cell leader or up to 1 cell in the battle area, and it gets 10,000 power for the turn. So it's like a Margarita for cell specifically. Buffs the lead up to a 50k if you can KO something on your own board, which is crazy. Technically, you combo this card 60,000, and I can see a double strike win is so easy potential with this card. Very, very easy potential. Then we have a 1-cost cell, 15,000 power, 5k combo. Place 1 Android 17 and this card from the battle area into the drop. If your leader is an Android-only card, draw 1 card, then play up to 1 cell with 25,000 power from your hand. So we'll have to find out what this 25,000 power cell is. So far, we've just seen new cards. There hasn't been a reprinted card yet, I don't think. Then it has an alt art. Whoa, that is crazy. It's got like some 3D effect on that. Here's the cell, 25,000 power, 10k combo, 4 energy. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and it gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. Activate main, place 1 Android 18 and this card from the battle area into the owner's drop. If your leader is an Android only card, draw 1 card, then play 1 cell with 30,000 power from your hand. So it's like an evolve kind of tactic right here. But you need to have an Android 18 in the battle area, which it can be tough if the opponent sees it. Their main goal is trying to kill it, I guess. And the Android 18 part's easy because it's a cantrip. But the Android 17 one might be a little bit harder because I don't remember the Android 17s, but I think most of them were just 2 costs. And then it pretty much evolves to this 5 cost cell, 30,000 power, 10k combo. On play, add up to 1 card with a cost of 4 or less Android in special traits from your drop to your hand. So that's good. Brings back like a 10k combo if you want. The cell that we just saw. If your leader is an Android only card and it's KO'd, play up to 1 Android 18 with a cost of 2 or less from your drop. So they're cool. If it dies, you got at least a backup card that comes out. Then we have another 5 cost cell. This one can't be played for free from the cell second form, I don't think, because it had a 30,000 power restriction. This is a 35. So I'm going to assume this is like the boss card for cell here. When attacking, choose up to 1 battle card with 10,000 power or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Okay. And then activate main once per turn. Place 1 card with Android and special traits from your battle area into the owner's drop. And then choose up to 2 battle cards in your opponent's battle area and they get minus 20,000 power for the turn. So this can KO a 30,000 power card and also a 20,000 power card at the same time, which is pretty strong. You do have to place 1 card in androids and special traits from the battle area, but that is a worthy sacrifice. And a Cell Junior, 3 cost, 15,000 power, 10k combo. If your leader is an android only card and you have a cell with an original power of 30,000 power or more in the battle area, you can use this card from your hand without paying its cost. On play, choose 1 card in your opponent's battle area and it gets minus 5,000 power. So this combo with that other cell, you can carry this Junior after you use it on play, kill a 35,000 power card. You do lose a 10k combo, but if you can swing with this before then, pretty nice. Yeah, there's some pretty... You can get some crazy kills off, get some crazy numbers off with Cell. Looks very interesting of a deck. Could be top tier, we'll find out. Activate main extras now. Add 1 card from your life to your hand. If your leader is an Android only card, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and then it gets minus 20. This is a really good card. Self Awakener. I'm assuming that's what Cell wants to do, just awaken as fast as possible. Get those 40,000 swings. It's 1 cost. It's very strong for the Android specific decks. Really good. And it kills something. It kills a lot of turn 2 stuff as well. 1 cost self-destruct. Activate main, KO 1 card with Android and special traits in your battle area. Your leader is an Android only card. Draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 battle card with 30,000 power or less in your opponent's battle. Wow. So you can... This is crazy. This is like a really good card. What the heck? This is... Like, you carry nothing. You can carry a 0 combo card. The cantrip. And it's like... You're so up. 0 cost extra. Uh-oh. Activate battle your turn. If your leader is an Android only card and you have Cell with an original power of 30,000 power or more in your battle area, your cards that are in battle gets 15,000 power for the turn. Okay, so it's like even more, you know, easier way to get their life down, like push hard, really high. Oh, and now we're into blue. And we just skipped the leaders. Leader's not first up. Okay. Great Ape Son Goku here. Permanent your turn. If your leader has World Tournament in its special traits and you have an extra with the cost of 2 or more in your battle area or drop, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 2. So it's like a Glorio. When KO'd, add up to 1 card with a cost of 3 or less from your drop to your hand. It's not that great, but it's whatever. It can be pretty nice. Maybe into a blue mirror match or something because of the high cost. Then we got NSR Kid Goku. If your leader has World Tournament on play effect, in its special traits, choose up to one battle card with a cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area, place it at the bottom of the owner's deck, then draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. That's pretty nice. The draw 2, discard 2. You're still neg 1 in your hand, but being able to bottom deck something can be very helpful. And then add up to 1 card from your life to your hand when attacking. So a nice little self-awakener. It's a pretty good self-awakening effect, especially if you want to you want to awaken your opponent as well as yourself in this deck, I think. Then we have the alt art, so of the 3-cost Goku. It's pretty nice. Then we have a new Chi-Chi. When I say, did we get that any? I don't think there was any reprints on the red cards. I might be tripping. Anyway, they were all just brand new red cards. Chi-Chi is a on-play, discard 1 extra from your hand. If your leader has World Tournament special traits, draw 2 cards. It's kind of like the 2-cost Krillin, but now it's a 1-cost. I think this could be pretty helpful for sure. Then the alt art, which is so far my favorite, although it's Chi-Chi and she's blue hair here. Not really accurate, I would say. Especially because they made Goku's hair black. So there's no reason why Chi-Chi's hair should be blue, but whatever. It looks good though. It looks really good. Gotta have one for the collection. Then we have Kamehameha Full Power. I believe we went through some of these cards. I might be wrong, but activate battle, your turn. If your leader has World Tournament special traits, your cards that are in the battle area get 25,000 power for the battle. Then choose all battle cards with a cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and place them at the bottom of the owner's deck in random order. I would say this was pretty good, but now there's not too many wide boards that are 2 or less. Like Angel Crew probably is going to be dimmed down quite a lot. So this was good if Angel Crew was still like atop the leaderboards, but yeah. It will find its uses for sure. Then we have Tri-Beam, 2-cost extra. Of course, it's going to be a 2-cost extra. I don't know why I keep saying this. Activate main if your leader is World Tournament traded. Choose 1 battle card with a cost of 5 or less in your opponent's battle area and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck, which is very good. Way better than Sleepy Boy Technique. It's cool that Sleepy Boy Technique can pick up to 2, but like most of the time, that is 3 costs lower. It will be dealt with the other extra anyway. Then we have Thundershock Surprise. Activate main if your leader has World Tournament in special trades. Draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So it's a stun card, which is pretty strong, and it draws you a card as well. Whoa, and that is it. Onto green. I don't know. They just skipped the leaders. Oh, what they're doing is they're showing all the new cards, and then we go into the reprints. I see. Okay, that makes it more... That's great. It makes the video way shorter then, because we don't have to look at the leaders. Anyway, or the reprints. So, yeah, anyway, 3-cost Son Goku here. Switch 1 other card in your battle area to rest mode. If your leader is Vegeta, add up to 1 card from your life to hand, then add the top card of your deck into the energy in rest mode. This is really good for Vegeta. I think Vegeta's getting some really good support. This is going to tap the field after you play it for 2, and then you ramp up 1, which is cool. It is a 3-cost ramper, which obviously, you know, there's a lot of 3-cost rampers. But yeah, it's a 10k combo as well, and it gives some extra utility with the field. Then we have the alt art. We got a 1-cost Nappa. If your leader is Vegeta, look at the 4 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 grade 8 Vegeta, or 1 card with a cost of 5 or less, and say in his special traits, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of the owner's deck in random order. It's going to pretty much target all of your cards except for super combos in the Vegeta deck. I don't see, unless you run, I don't know, what else can you run? That's not saying in that deck. But yeah, it's very good. It's probably the best cantrip for Vegeta for sure. Miles better than the Gohan. Then we have a 3-cost Vegeta, 25,000 power, 5k combo. If your leader is Vegeta, draw 1 card on play. Activate main, 3 energy. Place this card in the battle area into the owner's drop. If you have a field with full moon in its card name in your battle area, play 1 grade 8 Vegeta with a cost of 6 from your hand. So you can get the grade 8 Vegeta way earlier than intended. So that is really, really strong. And then you obviously can swing with it and then spend the 3 energy. It's pretty good. Vegeta's going to get a lot more aggro real quick as well. Then the alt art for it. 3 cost Raditz, 20,000 power, 0 combo. If your leader is Vegeta, play up to 1 Saiyan only non-Raditz battle card with a cost of 3 from your hand. Then you can't play Raditz for the turn. And then add up to 1 card from your life to your hand when attacking. So Self-Awakener spams out another body on the board, which is huge. You get that wide-ass board real quick. You play this into the Vegeta. And then you can, like, if you use the leader ability to play this card into the 3 cost Vegeta, swing, into a double strike, leader swing. That's a lot of swings for essentially 3 energy. That is crazy. Then we have the alt art for the Raditz. And then the strongest team up, which is a new extra. And this is specifically for Piccolo. Activate main. If your leader is Piccolo, add the top card of your deck to your energy in rest mode. Then play up to 1 Goku and 1 Piccolo, both with a cost of 6 from your hand. It's obviously targeting the main Piccolo SR and that Goku blocker card that ramps you up. So in combination of 2, you pop something. I'm assuming you get the special beam cannon in your hand as well. And then you also ramp, and potentially you can heal off the Piccolo if he dies. And then Goku is going to block for you and ramp you up if he dies, I believe. Which is insane. 2 6 costs is very hard to deal with coming out at the same time. Then we have 1 cost Ruthless Sorting. Place 1 of your energy into the owner's drop. If your leader is Vegeta, choose up to 1 rest mode battle card with Saiyan and special traits in your opponent's battle area and KO it. So that targets obviously a lot of cards here. There's so many. Probably the only matchup that you probably won't be able to use this properly is probably red in Cell. And then yellow, just generally just yellow. But blue, green, there's some pretty good targets there. And now we're into the yellow, which has a new leader, which is this Majin Buu right here. Standard front side, and then the leader effect is a draw 1 card when attacking, and then activate main once per turn. If you have a battle card with a cost of 4 more and margin of special traits in your battle area, choose up to 1 rest mode card in the opponent's battle area. They can't switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. I know I said I wasn't going to look at the alt art, but the gold might actually pop way better on this card, just because I like the yellow and yellow. That's going to look sick, actually, I think. Anyway, moving on to the battle card. Dobura, 4 cost, 30,000 power, 5k combo. If your leader has Barbity in its card name, or if you have a card with Barbity in its card name in your battle area, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 2. So another Glorio effect right there. That is going to work out really well with the OG Barbity lead. And this is the alt art. Ooh, that's a pretty sick alt art, actually. Then we have a 2 cost of Barbity. So all of these Barbities and like Barbity support is going to be 2 costs because it plays off the leader. It's another barrier card. And at the end of the turn, choose 1 battle card with Margin or Wicked Soul and special traits in your battle area. And then switch it to active mode, and it gains a blocker until the opponent's next turn. Which is pretty cool. You can make anything a blocker. Just so annoying. Too bad it can't target itself. Imagine that. That'd be also kind of annoying as well. Because a barrier blocker means that, like, you know it's gonna block something. It's gonna block the lethal attack. Anyway, 3 cost Vegeta, 25,000 power, 5k combo. Activate main KO this card in the battle area. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. Then during this turn, the next time you use an extra with a cost of 3 or less, and we can solve it in special traits, which is Final Explosion. You don't have to pay the cost. So this is cool if you're versing into like a 4 cost that isn't rested yet. So you can swing with this, you can KO. It is a 2 card combo, which I don't know how yellow feels about that. Especially because a lot of the time when a 4 cost does come out, it always tends to swing. But there's always the occasion like that. But yeah, I think it works well if they have the energy mark and they spent it, or they cheesed out a 4 cost out of nowhere, I guess. Then we have a 2 cost Margin Buu. 20,000 power, 5k combo. If your leader has Margin special traits, look at 3 cards on the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 Barbity or up to 1 card with Margin and special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the owner's deck in a random order. So it's a searcher, a much better searcher, I would say, for the Evil Buu deck. But it costs 2. It is a 20k swing though, which is alright. And then especially since Barbity is now limited to 1, maybe you want to search this guy as much as you can. Maybe. Or maybe it's not even worth it. And then he has a alt art, which is in red. Then we have a Majin Buu Evil. That's a 5 cost, 15,000 power, 10k combo. Activate main, place this card in the battle area into the owner's drop. Choose up to 1 rest mode battle card with a cost of 5 or less in your opponent's battle area and place it into the owner's drop. Then play up to 1 Majin Buu Evil with a cost of or less than equal to the card chosen by the skill and absorption in a special trait from your hand. So this is a way to get rid of Jiren without having to play the freezer or just higher cost cards that yellow tends to not, or Buu tends to not be able to hit as hard because they don't really run anything that destroys 4 cost or higher essentially, other than locking. So yeah, it could be a pretty cool choice, and it still get you, it's a 10k combo at the end of the day, which maybe is something that they want. Then we have a 3 cost, 20,000 power, 5k combo Buu. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to hand, then choose 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. And it's like Janemba. When attacking, if your leader has margin of special traits, choose up to 1 rest mode battle card with a cost of 2 or less in the opponent's battle area and KO it. It's a pretty good effect, actually. That is a pretty good effect. Sometimes, like, you would play, like, you play this just to KO like a Videl or something. And then we got a 4 cost Majin Buu Evil, a 30k power, 5k combo. When attacking, once per turn, discard 1 card from your hand. If your leader has margin special traits, switch this card to active mode. So you can play this off with the 5 cost. Instead of KOing something though, you can discard 1 and it's another swing. Doesn't proc the leader skill, so technically it is a worse buff Buu. If buff Buu was banned, this would be a good replacement, but because buff Buu is not banned, this guy is kind of dead, I think. And then this is the alt art here. And then we have a new 5 cost Majin Buu, 35,000 power, 5k combo. Damn. Boss card having combo. On play, if your leader has margin of special traits, choose up to 1 of your opponent's rest mode energy, and that card can't switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. It's kind of just like stalling the enemy's curve. It's a pretty expensive card for an effect, but if there's cards that are cheaper and do the exact same effect, it's going to be a pretty interesting game. Maybe a toxic game. Who knows? A 3 cost Majin Buu, 25,000 power, 0 combo. It's got critical. And then when KO, discard 1 card from your hand. If your leader has margin in its special trait, play up to 1 Majin Buu Kid with a cost of 4 or less from your drop in rest mode. So you can play this guy out. Again. It's kind of like Barrier Buu, but like not Barrier Buu. I think we've already seen that with there was like a Fat Buu in like the same set as the Evil Buu appearance or Barbity appearance. And did the kind of same thing, but because it's 0 combo, you might as well just play the other one. I know it's got critical, but you know, the Barrier Buu is way better. Majin Buu Kid, 4 cost, 30,000 power, 0 combo. This card cannot be KO'd by your opponent's skills, kind of like Barrier, but red actually has a chance to kill it. On play, when KO'd, if your leader has margin in its special traits, draw 1 card. And then choose all cards with the cost of 5 or less in your opponent's energy and battle area and switch them to rest mode. Which is insane for, like, you know, enemies that save their energy for, you know, defensive extras or aggressive extras, I guess. If they accidentally KO this card. This card was, I did read up that this card was errated. It's not a cost of 5 or less, it's just all, I believe. And then we have a 1 cost Majin Buu, which is going to be the freezer, but with margin trait, which is huge for that deck. Just another thing that you can kill for free. 3 cost Majin Buu good, 20,000 power, 10k combo. Self-Awakener, and then when attacking, if there are 2 or more rest mode battle cards in your opponent's battle area, draw 1 card. And then another Majin Buu, 15,000 power, 10k combo. On play, Self-Awakener, and then when attacking, if your leader has margin special traits, choose 1 rest mode card with a cost of 5 or less in your opponent's battle area, and it can't switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. Pretty cool lock character. Too weak though, I think. Yakon, blocker. Play up to 1 non-Yakon battle card when KO'd with a cost of 3 or less and Wicked Soul and special traits from your hand. And then extras, we got Evil itself. Discard 1 card from your hand. And if you have a Majin Buu Kid in your battle area, choose up to 2 rest mode battle cards with the cost of 4 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO. For 1 cost, that's huge. That is huge. You do need a Majin Buu Kid though, so you decide if Final Explosion or this card is better to run instead. And then we're into the last color, which is black, and it also has a new leader, Bulma. Bulma is the first leader that cannot attack, and it does able to draw, but you have to discard from your hand as well. And it flips at 5 or less life and draws 1 card, and then you can flip this card over. Then it still can't attack, but it still has power. Activate battle, your turn. Switch this card to rest mode. If you only have cards with adventure in their special traits in your battle area, switch your battle card that is in battle to active mode. Then use up to 1 battle card from your drop in a combo. So she doesn't swing, but she allows another card to swing again, which is crazy. And not only that, it's going to be even stronger because it's comboing a battle card from your drop for that battle, which is insane. First black battle card we got is Spike or Devilman. On playability, 25,000 power, 0 combo. If you have 3 or more types of non-Spike cards with adventure and special traits in your drop, choose 2 battle cards with Son Goku in the card name and with the costs of 3 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO him. There's actually not that many relevant Gokus, so it's actually pretty solid. We got 1 cost Oolong, 5k power, 10k combo. Auto your turn. When this card is used in the combo from the drop, draw 1 card, then discard 1 card from your hand. It's pretty cool. It's 10k combo as well. Then we have Turtle, which is 5k power, 10k combo. Activate main, 1 energy, switch this card in the battle area to rest mode. If your leader has adventure and special traits, play up to 1 Master Roshi with a cost of 3 from your hand. And, okay, we're not going to see Roshi just yet. Fortune Teller Barber, 5k power, 5k combo. It's going to be a Searcher, revealing and getting 1 card with adventure and special traits and add it to your hand. So if there's a super combo with adventure, you can actually grab that. Oh, crap. Is there a super combo? Here's the Roshi. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand on play. Activate battle your turn once per turn. If your leader has adventure and special traits, this card is in the battle. You can use a card from your drop in a combo during this turn and draw 1 card. So a good way of drawing cards with the because the leader obviously doesn't net you +1. And then we got the alt art there. 3 cost Krillin, 20,000 power, 10k combo. Permanent, if your leader has adventure in his special traits, this card is in a battle. You have a card in your combo area. This card gains critical and 5,000 power. So you combo a 10k, he becomes a 35 critical for 3 energy. Jesus. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So yeah, they're going to swing big, have big combo powers. It's just the leader can't swing and doesn't get them a draw. I wonder how their card hand size is going to be. Then we got the alt art for the Krillin. Suki-san, Invisible Man. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Activate battle your turn once per turn. If your leader has adventure and special traits, this card is in the battle. You use a card from your drop in a combo during this turn. Choose up to... And you use a card from your drop in the combo during this turn. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. So far, we are relying on the leader's ability to combo from the drop. Which is obviously only means that we only get 1 effect off if we have multiple of these. And then we have this 5 cost Goku, 30,000 power, 10k combo. When attacking, if your leader has adventure and special traits, use up to 1 battle card from your drop in a combo. So this Goku can do that. It only applies to himself and he doesn't get any extra effects. But you could theoretically go 30,000, use its effect. And it's not a once per turn, so it's a 10k. Then use the Bulma effect, make it a 50k. And then the Bulma will restand it to active. And then it swings again. Like, what the hell? And then he gets it again. So it's a 50-40, which is crazy. Then we have the alt art, which is cool. Gohan, Grandpa Gohan. On play, add up to 1 reunion from your drop to your hand. End of turn, place this card in the battle area into the owner's drop. So it is a very high statted 4 cost card, 35,000 power, 10k combo, but it dies at the end of the turn. It does give you a reunion card. Dracula Man, permanent your turn. If your leader has adventure and special traits, this card is in a battle. You can, and you have a card in your combo area. This card gets 10,000 power. So, I mean, 30,000 from the leader is, for 1 cost, is not bad. Then Pua got 5k power, 10k combo. Auto your turn when this card is used in a combo from the drop. Choose up to one battle card with a cost of 1 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO. So this will be a main target for picking up for comboing from the drop. And then a 6-cost Bulma, 35,000 power, 5k combo. On play, draw 2 cards and discard 1 card from your hand. Activate battle your turn once per turn. If you use a card from your drop in a combo during this turn, this card gains double strike for the battle. So you had to, if you use the leader ability, you can only it's the first swing that becomes a double strike, and it doesn't happen again because it's a once per turn effect. But double strike, 45k into another 35k single strike. It's kind of good. And then the alt art here, bandages 2 cost 20,000 power, 5k combo. If your leader has adventure and special trait, this card is in a battle and you have a card in the combo area, this card gets 5,000 power for the turn, and it is a self awakener. So you can pretty much see what the whole deal with is with black. We have this Yamcha 4 cost 25,000 power, 0 combo. Activate battle your turn once per turn. If your leader has an adventure and special traits, this card is in a battle and you use a card from your drop in a combo during this turn. Play up to 1 non-Yamcha card with adventure and its special traits from your hand. Literally, whatever we just saw, you can play this. Like, this plays out, I'm pretty sure the 6 cost, right? Because it's in adventure. The 5 cost Goku, this literally is insane. This is actually an insane card to play on curve. And then this is the reunion extra. If your leader has adventure and special traits, your card that is in battle gets 15,000 power for the battle. Then use up to 1 Son Gohan from the drop in a combo. So this is a card that allows you to combo from the drop without using the leader ability, which is pretty good. And it's defensive as well. So it is a 25,000 combo, both aggressive and defensive for 1 energy, which is nuts. And then we are into the reprints, which we're not going to go through. We're just going to skim through them. I'm not going to read them, obviously, because we've already gone through them. But yeah, they all from like manga screenshots. The secret rare is going to be this Goku, the 7-drop double strike. So he's getting another rarity card, which is insane. Super combos are getting reprints as well, and they're going to be foiled, which is a nice addition. But yeah, and then it's just the energy markers, which we have actually seen. I don't know what the rates are going to be with the booster box, how many energy markers, how many alt arts you're going to get, because some commons do actually have reprints. So it'll be very interesting to see. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video as always. Until then, peace.